What is the biblical meaning of waking up at 3 a.m? In order to understand the biblical meaning of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, we need to turn to the Bible. Now, I'm not overly religious, but I think it's really important to look at the scripture and the concept of the number 3 within the Bible. There is something quite special about the Bible in that there is a sort of sub-number code. This is supposed to relate to our lifestyle depending upon the numbers within the Bible. The other consideration is that there are 3 angels, Michael, Gabriel and Lucifer, and the Bible only mentions these 3. But of course, we know there's so many more angels. But why just the 3? Now, if we look outside the walls of Jerusalem, the hill outside Jerusalem was called a Calvary. It was an important meeting place between man and God. Now, in its Greek terms, the numerical value is 301. And if we look at the time of 301, this is when God looked at heaven and said, "It's finished." And that's when the moon began to eclipse. There are no mistakes in the timing for God. The word the moon in the Old Testament is called gematria, which is again a numeric value of 301. And within the Bible, we read that God formed the moon and put it into orbit surrounding the earth at approximately 301. Now, the other thing is there is no coincidence that the Bible uses all of these numbers, and it's all around 3 o'clock in the morning. Basically, in a nutshell, at 3 a.m, biblically, it means God is trying to speak to you. The priests as well were killing the lambs, and the word lambs in Hebrew has a numeric value of 301, and this is all in connection with you waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If we look at the time that Jesus died, it was 3 p.m. during the eclipse of the moon, and as I've previously said, that is a 301 due to the name. Some people believe that 3 o'clock is an hour where God connects with us, especially as this is the time that we are asleep. Now, if we turn to witchcraft, 3 a.m. is considered a time where there's a transition between life and death, and the different planes that we live in are quite thin. There's also a wide range of references to the number 3 throughout witchcraft and the Bible. If we look back at the Bible, Jesus was, he was in the tomb for 3 days before his resurrection, and Peter was told 3 times the passage, "Before the rooster crows today, you will disown me 3 times. When the occasion of waking up at 3 a.m. happens, it's important to look at your life for clues and think about what God is trying to tell you during those hours. Myself, I wake up quite hot, and I really have to think about what God is trying to say to me during that very, very important time. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my website, Auntyflo, where I have a massive detailed article about waking up at 3 a.m. and the biblical meaning. And I will pop that link in the comments below. Thank you. God bless.